Heavy Rain is the third map, and girls, by the way. I had actually girls complain that I only said hi boys last time, so I have to be politically correct here. So, hey ladies. And yeah, and to complete that question that always pops up on Twitter, yes, still no girlfriend. Top left of the map, we have sent pictures to my Twitter. Heavy Rain is yeah, well, top of the map. I'm completely off the rails here right now. You girls out there are already confusing me. So top of the map we have White starting in blue, and he won the last map. He actually just won the last map and brought HeroMarine into this third game, which I find pretty awesome. At the bottom of the map we have HeroMarine, the Terran player in red, who won game number 1 and then lost against White's timing push on 2 bases. So yeah, right now this is going to be hopefully another great Terran versus Protoss game, because I enjoyed so far this series quite a bit. So, yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. I actually like these games. The entire tournament has been pretty epic so far. I'm having a lot of fun here. And I hope that you do too. I hope that you enjoy the stream so far. So, let's see. What are we going to have this time? Are we going to see the gas? Are we going to see the Reaper? I would certainly think so. But, what do I know? I'm still waiting for that refinery, by the way. Is he really going to go barracks into command center? Is that what's going to happen here? It looks like that's what's gonna happen here. Well, alright, then barracks into command center it is, I guess. He's going for the scouting information right now, but let's see what exactly he can pull off there. So, at this point, looking at the top left, we have currently White, of course, starting with the Cybernetics core in just a second. He already has double gas. Funny as it is, he has only... Okay, there's the third worker coming in there. And where's my command center? There's my command center. There you go. It's really interesting that he tells us he needs a minute. I mean, that's good to know, but to be honest, dude, I don't care. Like, you need 1 minute for what? Like, I don't get it. I'm not quite sure who he's talking to. He's probably not talking to me, because I don't care. I mean, Yogo, I like you, but... At the same time, like, you are not really key to this cast. Sorry for that. At the same time, what's pretty key is that White is going for a pylon at the bottom left of the map. So it looks like we're gonna have maybe our good old proxy oracle there. That's something that he could definitely go for. And there's the Stargate! Yay! Stargate time! So, let's see what exactly he's going to pull off with that one, because that is going to get very, very, very nasty. Or it can get very nasty. Not quite sure if that's going to be scouted by HeroMarine, but so far it doesn't really look like he plans on sending anything down there. The SCV over there is the only thing that I could see him try to pull off. But yeah, sorry, following that SCV, trying to at least. And at the same time, looking at that part, there's not that much stuff happening there. I don't know, it doesn't really look like... Oh, look at that! The SCV actually found the Stargate. HeroMarine, you're such a scouting boss. Oh my god. Now he knows, and White, yeah, he's a little bit in trouble. Not really trouble in the sense of, yeah, I'm gonna die right now, but at least his attack is not gonna do a whole lot, and if that's not the case, then, yeah, the whole proxy idea is, of course, a little bit outdated, especially if you rush that proxy and you have a delayed nexus because of it. The idea here is to sacrifice economy to get that faster oracle there and then do damage to your opponent's economy, because he certainly didn't skip on the natural, so that doesn't really work, and that puts you quite behind. But hey, maybe he could do something here. Let's see that oracle in the main base. Yeah, immediately repelled, so he didn't do anything there. And that's quite unfortunate for White right here. So a very bad start into that game. Yeah, so let's see how he's going to try to recover from that. Because he has to do something. I mean, he has to do something here. I just don't know what exactly it's going to be, because there's a missile turret already that's already putting an end to the additional oracle harass that you could see later on the road. And let's look at the economy. I really don't want to press that button, because that's going to be disgusting. 28 SCVs against 26 probes. Ouch, dude. Like, that's more SCVs than probes, in case that you didn't realize. And usually you want to be always yep, that's beating. You always want to be ahead of the Terran player in Harvesters if you're a Protoss, just because they have the extra mules. And they also need to upgrade their command centers into orbitals, which means they are losing production time for workers, so you should be ahead. That's not the case here. And the Oracle only killed 4 Harvesters. Oh, scratch that, it's 5, but then it bites the dust. 5 for an Oracle. Nah. I think you can live with that. That's not too bad. Could be better. Wants to do more damage, but still. It's not really enough though, but oh wow, oh my god, Hydra, that SCV, why is that SCV in that main base? Why? Like, yes, if he scans, that's one thing, but getting the SCV in there, Marine is currently having, like, he's probably having a laugh, he's having a really good day. If you know what's going on the map, then you can prepare for it. Knowing is half the battle, as they say, and it is true. So he gets all the scouting information that he needs, and he is just gonna bunker up. Well, that Oracle gets already 2 kills. It's not too much, but it's damage, so why not? Yeah, but like seeing that with an SCV, SCVs have like no business in the main base of a Protoss player 8 minutes into the game. There should be something here that takes down an SCV. Like something. Talking about nothing being there to take that down. 12 army supply against 23, that of course is supposed to change. But what is Hydra doing right now? He's actually like probing up and putting the forge in there. And why does he do that? Simple reason. He knows that his attack is gonna fail so miserably if he actually moves out. So he's like, yeah, you scouted that, right? Didn't you? So you just built a lot of like bunkers and you are so ready for this. So here comes a scan again. And now he sees that this is actually not gonna happen. The HeroMarine, like, what Ryder is trying to do is he's going to mind game here. And HeroMarine is to commit to his defense. And, oh, nice. Kills the combat shield. That was a nice move. Loses the Oracle in the process. No, he doesn't. He's actually... that was close. He's moving back in time. So, White was trying just to tell HeroMarine, listen, buddy, I'm gonna attack right now. You scouted my gateways, right? And, well, at the same time, HeroMarine realized that, or he should bunker up, so he did. Hydra just transition out of it, played greedy. God knows why he doesn't warp those into warp gates, because he really should do that. Now he finally does it. But yeah, so Hydra is trying to just play a little bit more of a macro game once he realized what was going on there. Didn't warp in any units and played greedy instead. Now he's finally warping in units. That warp gate switch has taken a little bit too long, and guess what? That Nexus is going to be the sacrificial pawn. It's a close kill, but it is a kill nonetheless. So warping those gateways into warp gates this late definitely cost him the base there, and might have cost him the game as well, even though he already was quite behind. But now it's starting to look very, very bad for Hydra. Did he forget the warp gate research? Like, I'm not quite sure if he actually like didn't warp them because he forgot to just put them into warp gates, or if he didn't warp them because he couldn't, since he forgot warp gate research. I might have missed the upgrade on the production tab. So either way, the result is the same: a late switch into warp gates, and that didn't work. So it could also have been my explanation that he, or my idea that he didn't attack because he said, like, you know it already, you have the bunkers there, it's not going to work, and I'm just going to play greedy and try to put the resources now into something else. Was one explanation. Another explanation could have really been that he absolutely forgot the warp gate research. I saw that really late with their gateways, so I was a little bit too focused on what he was doing with those oracles and all the rest, so my apologies if I actually missed that he forgot the warp gate research itself, and that was the reason. But the result in the end is the same. He didn't attack, he didn't get the warp gates, and as a result of that, he lost this space because the job of HeroMarine hit home. So, yeah, right now we have at the bottom of the map HeroMarine with a pretty sick army, a really good economy, but no third base just yet. And Hydra decided to go into a third base on his own. If he gets a better economy here for a little bit and can really just get that, protect that Nexus for a while, he can really start to make a bit of a comeback, because he's definitely falling behind. I mean, the upgrades are 1-1 for both of them. Stim is done, Combat Shield 2. Hydra did a really good job at preventing Combat Shield once when he killed that Tech Lab add-on at one of the barracks, but by now it's completed. Colossi gonna help him quite a lot with the range upgrade especially, but the Vikings are already in the game, or they're being built as we speak. He has a couple of Vikings already with the army, and by now HeroMarine is just flying that orbital command over to the mineral line to get that additional income. Yeah, looking at the top now, We have Hydra in terms of army size very much behind HeroMarine. I mean, this is 56 army supply against 83, and the composition that HeroMarine is using is pretty sick. Also, he just took down that Stargate right down there and is moving into the vicinity of the Protoss player's third base with the rest of his units, starting to snipe those structures. Warp, Mothership Core is already gone, and well, he's sniping that Phoenix that was there to soak up a bit of damage. HeroMarine should still wait for the rest of his army. It's a little bit too cocky to just go in and attack with half the army. Hydra is definitely behind, and he doesn't have a strong force on the map, but you should probably have your units together if you really want to finish that game. And HeroMarine wants to take that lead in the group, and he's just going for it. That Nexus is gonna fall so quickly. Hydra is gonna try to defend, but this should actually be nearly game. Those Vikings are being sniped by the Stalkers, but the first Colossus is going down. The second one, attacked by the Marauders, is also history. GG, HeroMarine, he wins the best of 3, 2-1 against Hydra. Hydra putting up quite the fight, but that problem with the warp gates and the gateways that he had there, that definitely cost him the game. And of course also, like the early game that he had, the detection that we saw HeroMarine spot the proxy oracle this fast was another big issue. So GG HeroMarine with a 2-1 victory in the best of 3, and we're going off to the next best of 3 in the tournament.